a warm welcome to all of you joining us from across the country and beyond. You are tuned in to today's exclusive webinar hosted by Homeopathy 360, and we are thrilled to have you with us for what promises to be a deeply thought-provoking and clinically relevant session. The title of today's webinar is Repertorial Approach to Vaccination, where we will be exploring the role of repertory in understanding vaccine-related symptoms and the homeopathic approach to prophylaxis. This topic is especially significant in our times where the role of immunization and its consequences are widely debated, making it essential for homeopaths to approach it with both clinical insight and philosophical clarity. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our speaker for today, Dr. Hiral K. Trivedi, ma'am, a dynamic clinician in the field of homeopathy. Ma'am is currently serving as an associate professor in the Department of Case Taking and Repertory. She is also the founder and owner of Om Homeopathic Clinic located in Rajkot, Gujarat, where she has been actively practicing since 2021. In addition to her academic and clinical roles, Dr. Trivedi is a visionary founder of the Om Herbal Cosmetic line. Her work beautifully combines in-depth knowledge of repertory with real-world experience, making her uniquely positioned to speak on today's topic. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Dr. Hiral K. Trivedi, ma'am. Ma'am, it's an absolute delight to have you with us today.
Thank you, Nuri ma'am, for such a nice introduction. And firstly, I'm very much thankful to Homeopathy 360 and our principal of RHMC, Dr. Hitarth Mehta sir, and management of Parul University to give such an opportunity and to express my views on such a big platform to join all over the world with learning a new aspect of homeopathic concept. So without topic, repertorial approach to the vaccination, I have shared my PPT.
So while ma'am is sharing the PPT, I would request the audience, if you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A box and we will try to take them in the end of the session.
PPT is visible or not?
It is visible, ma'am. It is visible.
Hello, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay. Okay. Uh, now, first of all, vaccination. Why selected this topic? But in a homeopathical aspect, sometimes this word used as a beginning of medicine, sixth edition after a death of Hahnemann publishing that edition. In that edition, some aphorism. So I have selected only ideas about vaccination and chronic morbid condition produce giving antigen to stimulate the immune response through active immunization. The immunization was called vaccination because it was derived from various affecting cows. That is, vaca means that is a Latin word, cow. In his book, Vaccinocin and its cure by Thuja. Later discussed by many authors like H.A. Robert under the susceptibility and by other philosophers like Kent and Clark. We were discussed types of vaccination. Firstly, vaccine is the live vaccinations, attenuated live vaccination, inactive vaccination, and toxoid type, polysaccharide types, and poly surfaces agent, anti-agent type. So, live vaccine uh, covered a smallpox vaccine, variola vaccines, and live attenuated vaccines such covers BCG vaccine, typhoid vaccine covers typhoid, cholera, plague, rabies type of vaccination, and toxoid vaccines, tetanus vaccines. In our country, India, vaccination programs run by government, and children gives vaccination about his or her age. So vaccination chart and give vaccination done by the government program. So disease condition is not continue, and disease condition like polio immunization program, and not suffering from children or any other people to this disease. Right now, route of administration give vaccination, that is the deep substance or intramuscular route, oral route, intradermal route, or intranasal route. And levels of effectiveness of vaccination in our country is absolutely protective. Like yellow fever vaccine give in that is absolutely uh, and highly protective, like polio vaccine, BCG vaccine, hepatitis vaccine, and pertussis vaccine. So vaccination effect is uh, all right, but sometimes that is the hazards of in some patients. So vaccination hazards is firstly reaction inherent to inoculation. That means reaction, there may be a local or general to reaction. The local reaction may be a pain, swelling, redness, tenderness, and development of a small nodule of sterile abscess at the site of injection. The general reaction may be fever, malaise, headache, and other constitutional symptoms. To kill bacterial vaccination, cause sometimes local to general reaction. Then second portion is reaction due to a faulty technique. Sometimes faulty technique produce of vaccination that is much given a minor dose, or given a more doses vaccine, incorrect proper dilution. So that is sometimes hazards create. Reaction due to hypersensitive sensitivity, that is a third part. So administration of the antisera may be occasionally give rise to the anaphylactic shock and serum sicknesses. May vital vaccination contains traces of various antibiotics used in their preparation, and some individuals may be sensitive to the antibiotic which it contains. Anaphylactic shock is a rare but dangerous complication of injection of the antiserum. The next type is neurological involvement. That is, neurotic manifestation may be seen after the administration of the serum of vaccine. The encephalitis and encephalopathy following administration of anti-rabies and smallpox vaccination. And the last one is provocative reaction. Occasionally, following immunization, there may occur a disease totally unconnected with the immunization agent after a DPT or DT administration against in diphtheria, such an example. This may comprise damage to the fetus, displacement in other administration of other disease, and vaccination against measles, rubella, and mumps. So that is overview of vaccination, how it is conducted, and government programming, and likewise. Next, the historical background of vaccination. Firstly, vaccination by Edward Jenner, 1796, was already in practice during Hahnemann's lifetime. Hahnemann acknowledged vaccination as an example of the homeopathic principle, smallpox vaccination, preventing smallpox by using the virus in modified form. But at that time, materia medica pura, especially organon and chronic disease, he referred to vaccination as a practical application of similia similibus curanter. That is timeline. to vaccination and homeopathy. So 1796 first vaccination is coming to the point, and that also time 1796 birth of homeopathy also by same year. Dr. Samuel Hahnemann conducts his first proving cinchona bark, that is medicine China officinalis, and foundation of homeopathy and vaccination both arise parallelly in the same year. Vaccination spread in Europe as a preventive measures against epidemics on individualization and treatment of susceptibility. Now, 1801, Hahnemann gave then on homeoprophylaxis. Hahnemann writes about preventing scarlatina with belladonna. This is considered the first homeopathic prophylaxis showing a conceptual correlation to the vaccination. Then, 1813, epidemic of typhus. Hahnemann successfully treats epidemic typhus with bryonia and Rustok's. Homeopathy establishes itself as effective in epidemic management. In mid vaccinosis concept, homeopath, especially Dr. James Burnett, introduced the idea of vaccinosis, chronic ill effect of vaccination, remedy like Thuja occidentalis and Silesia after often use. In 1836, Hahnemann's Organon, 5th edition, aphorism discussed prophylaxis, epidemic remedies, and prevention through similars, provide philosophical ground for the homeopathic approach to epidemic prevention, and late then add a no source in a homeopathic treatment given as a remedy. Herring, swan, and others develop no source. Example like tuberculinum, variolinum, melandrinum, many medicines. So, no source are seen as a homeopathic parallel to vaccinasis prepared according to the homeopathic principles. Then 20th century, integration and criticisms occurs about vaccination becomes a global public health measures. Homeopathy continues to us no-sort prophylaxis as a belladonna for scarlet fever and influenza for flu. Uh, Debate over the safety of vaccinations and the role of homeopathy in prevention is continued present era. Vaccination is widely practiced and manifestations medicine. Homeopathy acknowledges vaccines but emphasizes susceptibility, conceptual treatment, and use of no source. So, modern homeopaths integrate both concepts vaccination as mass prevention, homeopathy as individual care, and support for vaccine as a side effect. So, correlation between homeopathy and vaccination are both started in 1796. Vaccination works to stimulate immunity, and homeopathy work by administrating a highly diluted, potentized similar remedy to stimulate the vital force. No source in homeopathy are the close similar rather than crude material doses. Now, after development of Jenner, vaccination spread across the Europe and worldwide in the 19th century. By the late Louis Pasteur expanded the concept to the other diseases, rabies, anthrax, cholera. Pasteur honored general protective inculcation, not just vaccination. Uh, Firstly, Samuel Hahnemann gave the concept of vaccination and its relation to homeopathy comes through aphorism and footnote, where Hahnemann discussed prophylaxis, smallpox, cowpox, and prevention of disease. Firstly, aphorism number 46, 6th edition, in the footnote, Hahnemann compares smallpox and cowpox and notes the similar action and preventive effect. This is the closest point in the organon where vaccination is indirectly mentioned because vaccination itself across from Jenner's work on cowpox preventing smallpox. Then second aphorism 56 footnote discuss the relationship between natural disease and the principle of similia similibus curentum and smallpox. Then introduction of to the organon historical part, Honeyman briefly mentioned the protective power of cowpox against connect it the principle of the homeopathy. Then aphorism number 50, the effect of morbific potencies are should be diminished and controlled according to circumstances like doses of medicine. The footnote about the auxiliary disease and the contagious humors of another contagious disease carried along as a secondary ingredient of vaccine matters. Then preface of the sixth edition of the Organon, Dr. Honeyman says, hence homeopathy awards ends it employs for the cure only those medicine whose power health it knows accurately. So vaccinosis is an integrated disease caused by an said the coin of the term vaccinosin in his writing he spoke of it as a submission of psychosis and actually vaccinosis is neither a sora nor psychosis yet it can be a similar to both. Vaccinosis is a madman with miasm that has a separate classification. And Dr. Gallo says, co-discoverer of the HIV virus stated, the use of live vaccination such as that used for smallpox can activate a dormant infection such as HIV. This is the interesting observation that the person that is most susceptible to contracting the disease being vaccinated against is more likely to die bearing when do comes in contact with the natural disease. Other authors say Stuart Close, such a man's third is regarded as crude analog or imitations of homeopathic mechanical potentization. This method is highly objectionable because it involves many uncertainties. There are no means of accurately registering and measuring all the activities. So the homeopathy is opposed to the methods of vaccine and serum therapy. That such methods are unnecessary and that the results claimed by their natural homeopathic prophylaxis and the channels of the body than by introducing or in any other way. Burnett says, my own conception of things is just this the vaccinated person is poisoned by the vaccine virus. What is called the taking in point of fact, the constitutional reaction whereby the organism frees itself more or less from the inserted viruses. If the person do not take and the virus has been absorbed, the taking becomes a chronic process, paresis, neuralgia, cephalgia, pimples, and acne. The less a person takes, therefore, the more is the likely to suffer from chronic vaccinosis. Like example, from the genuine vaccine disease in the it's chronic from very frequently a neuralgia or paresis. Bonnie Hussein firstly realized that Jenner's vaccines were dangerous to the vital force and could cause serious long-term chronic disease. He said said whether the same result may be obtained in every epidemic of smallpox must be found out by later experience. If this should be the case, vaccine matter, which in careless hands is so dangerous and which has doubtlessly caused an enormous infection with the Strophyla poisons, might find a most valuable substitute. Written in lesser writing, curative effects of the thuja in smallpox. Vaccination is discussed by several homeopath authors in connection with the organon philosophy and miasmatic theory. Samuel Hahnemann in Chronic Disease and his letter writing, he indirectly referred to cowpox vaccination, genus discovery. He acknowledged that vaccination against smallpox produced protective effect, but also wrote that it could produce a new chronic miasmatic dyscrasia in susceptible individual. So, Hahnemann, Organon of Medicine, introduction of sixth edition, footnote number 33. Written Hahnemann writes, the cowpox, a disease that is very similar to smallpox by its inoculation protects men from smallpox for the rest of life. So vaccination therefore is a homeopathic prophylactic measures as it substitute in men the similar disease for the greater one. So difference between vaccination and homeoprophylaxis, that is, homeopathy is a system of curing, similar similibus curenta, whereas vaccination is not a curative measure at all, but preventive one. And since prevention is immediately better than cure, it must follow that it cannot be the same. Therefore, vaccination is not homeopathy. Through, I shall suggest that it might fitly by term homeopathic prophylaxis. In such as vaccina and varroa are similar diseases, and the former being preventive of the latter, it may be in obedience to the principle like So, myelofibrosis is a variant of psychosis is characterized system, susceptibility to arthritis, affection of the blood, and many other symptoms of this sort. Most importantly, it is typically of the psychotic miasm and therefore of vaccinosis to develop growth of all types, cyst, polyp, parts, tumor, and cancer. Now, the worldwide author of homeopathy says about the vaccination and homeopathy like firstly J.T. Kent lectures on homeopathic philosophy. Kent spoke critically about vaccination. He explained that artificial suppression or introduction of disease material could disturb the vital force and create a chronic state. He shows vaccination is a form of isopathy which is contrary to the law of similar. Keynes says, stated we must 100 capable to homeopathy for our protection as well as for our cure. A remedy will not have to be a similar to prevent disease as to cure it. And this remedy in daily use will enable you to prevent a large number of people from becoming sick. Now, H. A. Roberts says, principle and art of cure by homeopathy. Robert Reaton discussed vaccination in relation to susceptibility. He mentioned that vaccination works only when susceptibility to smallpox exists. If there is a no susceptibility, vaccination has no effect. He also pointed out the vaccination could modify susceptibility but may leave behind vaccinosis. Richard Hughes says, Manual of Pharmacodynamics. Hughes was more liberal and scientific in his outlook. He accepted vaccination as a public health measures, but still its limitations. Farrington says clinical materia medica. Farrington described remedies for bad effect of vaccination, reflecting the clinical side of the philosophy. Samkaran sir says produce a very true literature review, sourcing, uh, and explain though the effective of the homeopathic prophylactic remedies for various conditions has not been proved by control studies and statistics. They suggest this remedy to prevent this condition, and they claim may be accepted but not proved. Then Safer says, stated the inoculations with any type of serum in any of these infectious diseases is harmful and can easily and safely be replaced by a remedy or remedies. Proved according to the our law of similars that like cures like on healthy individuals. No source or disease products of the actual disease are often most active preventatives. Dr. Smith says, addressed in Geneva conference on the most noble role of medicine is unquestionably prophylaxis. Their homeopathy asserts its superiority over the existing method. It can prevent disease without endangering the organism, without incurring the disappointment. Now, research is in favor of homeopathic prophylaxis. Firstly, leptospirotic epidemic control. A homeoprophylactic formulation was prepared from dilution of our circulating strain of the leptospirosis. This formulation was administered orally to 2.3 million people at high risk for epidemic in a region. A decrease in incidence was seen. Uh, Now, repertorial approach. Many repertories are given as such a rubric of vaccination. Firstly, Kane repertory gives generalities, vaccination, complaints after. Medicine that rubric is Thuja, Cilicia, Vaccinum, Verolinum, Melandrinum, Sulfur. I have took some rubric in here. Otherwise, more rubric is present in a Kent repertory also. Please go there and find it. Skin eruptions after vaccination, Thuja, Cilicia, and sulfur and vaccinum. Convulsion after vaccination, Thuja and Cilicia medicine given. Then next repertory is Bonnie Hussein Therapeutic Pocket Book, Generalities, Vaccination, Effects of Thuja, Cilicia, some medicine are common presenter vaccination, then suppuration after vaccination, Cilicia and sulfur. Next repertory is Boger's Bonning Hussein's repertory, BBCR. Generalities, vaccination, complaints after, glands swelling after vaccination, skin eruption after vaccination. Synthesis repertory, give rubric generalities, vaccination, complaints after, mind elements from vaccination, extremities, paralysis after vaccination, and skin eruption, vaccination after. Near repertory give rubrics, generalities, vaccination, complaints after, skin ulcer vaccination after, and gland chapter, gland swelling vaccination after. Complete repertory gives rubric mind, vaccination after, gives medicine Epis mellifera, Hepasol, Hyoscyamus, Pyrogenum, Stramonium, Tuberculinum. Then rubric stool vaccination after, same medicine Antimtab, Epis, Arsenica, Thuja that is present. Then rectum diarrhea vaccination after, Arsenica, Silicea present at that rubric. Allen's repertory rubric given eruption vaccination is after, sulfur and vaccine and medicine present. Then boric repertory give rubric generalities eruptions, suppressed or ill effects vaccination, ill effects cover medicine econite and dimtart, belladonna, crotellus horridus, mesarium, sarsaparilla, sulfur. Then abdomen diarrhea causes occurrence vaccinations from Cilicia and Thuja. Nervous system conversion remedies affected in general point of view due to vaccination. Uh, Medicine covers Cilicia and Thuja. Then same modalities and aggravation vaccination after medicines cover Cilicia and Thuja. Head chapter in headache cover vaccination after cephalgia. Then that is medicine Thuja, skin eczema worse vaccination after medicine Mesarium. In boric repertory, prophylaxis rubric given such a nice way to cover homeoprophylaxis. And right now, many research favors in prophylaxis. Firstly, research in favors of homeoprophylaxis is prevention of Japanese encephalitis with miasmatic prescription. A study was conducted by the government of Andhra Pradesh from 1999 to 2004. This project was named BCT as prophylactic drugs. Belladonna 200 on first and second and third day, one dose each given. Calcarea cap 200 on 10th day and tuberculinum given 10 on 25th day were administered the phase manner to all children between the age of 0 to 15 years, the month of August every year for 3 consecutive years. Then after this commencement in 1999, the mortality and morbidity rate of JE fell drastically. 343 cases were reported in 2000 with 72 deaths. In 2001, only 30 cases with 4 deaths, and 2002, only 18 cases but no deaths. In 2003 and 2004, no cases were recorded. And second one is in vitro study on prevention of JE with belladonna. The in vitro study was aimed at assessing the prophylactic action of belladonna in homeopathic potencies of embryo infected with JE virus. A study published in 2010 in the American Journal of Infectious Disease by researcher of Kolkata School of Tropical Medicine and the Central Council of Research in Homeopathy showed that the homeopathic medicine belladonna prevented infection in chick embryos infected with the Japanese encephalitis virus. The large-scale studies in Brazil proves the effectiveness of homeopathic immunizations against meningococcal disease. In 1974, during an outbreak of this disease, Brazil 640 children was protected homeopathically against the disease, and 6,340 people survived. In 1986, Australian homeopath Dr. Golden research study of the homeopathic immunization Over the courses of 15 years between 1988 to 2003, he gives the homeopathic immunization against the childhood disease to 2,342 children whose parents participate in his survey. He tabulated the survey responses and found that the overall effectiveness of homeopathic immunization is 90%. From the current literature, it is evident that homeoprophylaxis has the scientific data to progress in the future in the field of prevention of infectious disease. So, next is Clark repertory, causation of vaccination, rubric given, Apis mellifica, Kali muriaticum, Meserium silicea, medicine, clinical vaccination rubric, clinical vaccination effects of Crotellus horridus, graphitis medicine, and temperaments and vaccination elements from Thuja medicine given by Clark. Next, that is the gentry repertory. The rubric given the skin, sleep, itch like eruption, or sleep after vaccination. The second rubric is the nerves, convulsions, epilepsy after vaccination. The anus, rectum, and stool, daily diarrhea, daily in morning with much noisy flutters after vaccination after food after onions, medicine Thuja is given. Cover after vaccination and two medicine given. So it is in infection medicine to give and repertory rubric given as medicine given as self vaccination ill effects as self calimute after Cilicia medicine give vaccination after Cilicia rubric vaccination variolinum vaccination and sulfur mind elements from vaccination thuja Cilicia skin eruption after vaccination skin eruption after vaccination, stem medicine, and then glands inflammation vaccination after thuja and cilicia, conversions after vaccination thuja and cilicia. In homeopathic medical repertory by Murphy, given a separate chapter of vaccination in that book and covers a more rubric for vaccination before after elements from and side effect rubrics all are covered in this repertory. So now vaccination and homeopathic materia medica. So vaccination is the process of killed virus bacteria to stimulate is looked at in three aspects. firstly as a homeopathy, right? Then second, short-term symptoms into a vaccinosis. Is Thuja occidentalis, vaccination, warts, eruption, neuralgia, skin complaints after vaccination, never well since vaccination. Most frequently indicated remedy. Thuja is indicated in complete laboratory. It is indicated vaccination as prophylactic and in convalescent after vaccination. Then Cilicia, connect vaccination site, recurrent boil, suppurative tendency, and post-vaccination. So indicated pentavirus and sutures, distended abdomen, slow in walking, for ill effects of vaccination, symptoms of imperfect assimilation and consequence. Medicine is sulfination, psoric manifestation. Then next medicine, Thuja fails and Cilicia is not indicated. Great sleeplessness or irreversible sleep with nearly all complaints. It has thickly coated tongue and desire around wounds to be. Medicine is Sicutabiran. Then next medicine is melandrinum from horse grazes used in Tracy. Vaccinosis, obstinate eczema, eruption post-vaccine, prophylactic and curative use also use. And melandrinum medicine also used and protection against smallpox. Then hypericum indicated in injuries from needles, pain, splinters from red bite, preventives, lockjaw, injuries to the parts rich in sentient nervous, which are very painful nervous depression following wounds or surgical operations removes bad effect of shock or of fright of mesmerism. Then other medicine is Crotalus horridus, indicated in disease caused by a preventing wounds in insect sting, bad effect of vaccinations, malignant diphtheria of phocis or vaccination. First, viruses for ill effects of vaccination, fever, eruptions, swollen glands, used as prophylactic by some homeopaths. Then, variolinum nosors from prepared smallpox viruses, prevention and treatment of smallpox, headache, backache, pustular eruptions. Then, third is tuberculinum. After vaccination, when there is tubercular diagnosis, but tuberculinum medicine not given in a heart patient, and that is not given in heart patient written in a boric materia medica. Then fourth, melandrin from horse races uh, discussed earlier. Then clinical utility of vaccine in acute vaccines reaction, aconite, belladonna, apis, rustox give that type of medicine and fever inflammation. In chronic vaccine use the totality of symptoms and the folks give the medicine antimatar, rust, cholera. Medicine gives arsenic, metallicum, veratrum, diphtheria, apis mellifica, mercurius, and diphtherium. Hydrophobia is the virus is given
Ma'am, are you there? All right, audience, I would like to thank Dr. Hiral Trivedi for that enlightening and clinically rich presentation. And I'm sure today's session has sparked thoughtful reflection and will inspire many of us to look at vaccination and prophylaxis through a deeper, more repertorial lens. And to our wonderful audience who's been patient, thank you for your active participation and your dedication to learning and advancing homeopathic practice is what makes events like
hello.
this. Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Ma'am, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. If any question, then okay. Otherwise, I have concluded my session.
Wonderful. So thank you so much, ma'am, for that enlightening and clinically rich presentation. You have truly broadened our perspective on how homeopathy can complement modern immunological practice through individualized care and precise rubric selection. For our audience in the chat box, You have a questionnaire, which I would request you to please attempt. We would like you to know your opinion. Also, on 14th of October, in the coming month, there will be a quiz marathon.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
So audience, please continue checking on Homeopathy 360. We will have monthly quizzes every 14th and 15th. So please register yourself. I think there is a lot of internet issue there. We are missing out.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
There are signal issues, so the voice is breaking from your end. And I would like you to sincerely thank you for the presentation. It was wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, audience, for patient listening. Please be connected to Homeopathy 360. And thank you, ma'am, for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.